Okay, from Studio Kitchen, Colorado, what a treat today is, and it's all about community. That's right. This food right here today is not just a meal. This meal represents us, the service industry, coming together to feed each other. Live from Studio Kitchen, Colorado, Brian Freeman, myself, Greg Hollenbach. We have so much to show you. Chef Troy Gard's here today, Chef Adam Vero, the cast and the crew from Garden Grace. We've got product purveyors. A couple of shout-outs before we begin. Elevation Food Service Reps, Aspen Baking Company, Colorado Mills Sunflower Products, The Spice Guy, Golden Moon Distillery, Centennial Cuts, Rome Sausage, Shamrock Food Services, Pickett Brothers Beverage, Brews Beer, Strohauer Farms, Colorado Restaurant Association, Petraco Farms, Rockalitas Tortillas. What do they all have in common?
They're part of this meal.
They're contributing to this very good cause. Okay, yes. What we're going to do, without further ado, you sit back, relax. We have folks coming through to grab a delicious meal prepared by Garden Grace and the chefs that are here today behind us. We're going to talk to each and every one. We're going to show you outside, people coming through. We're going to tell you how you can get yourself a meal if you're furloughed. But without further ado, I thought this was cool, Brian. Have you ever seen Fox 31 put together a news piece?
I have never seen the behind the scenes. No.
They're here today. You're going to get to see behind the scenes, and I want to send it over to our friend, and she helps this community so much. It's Deborah Takahara with Fox News, and she's with Troy Gard. Deborah?
It is really fascinating what we do, isn't it? I am just so impressed with what you guys have going on here. I know you let Greg take a little sneak peek at that chicken.
I did.
Came out pretty
I'm going to have you guys
good.
taste some of it later, too.
We can't wait. So, Troy, tell me why you threw yourself into this project.
Yeah, well, thanks, first of all, for Greg and Modern Eater to come up with the idea. And I want to thank Chef Jorge from Johnson & Wales right there. Jorge! And then we got Adam, Edgar, Javier. You saw the team. They're all working today. And they said, you know what? We want to give up our time as well to help charity, to help anyone who's in need. And Shamrock was a big help as well. And we started marinating everything yesterday. And as you can see, we're making it fresh. It's not sitting around in an oven for the last couple hours. It means a lot to us. Whatever we can do in the community, I'll give as long as I can. And we're getting to that narrow edge there, right? You know, with these restaurants being closed. But we still have some fight left in us, and we wanted to do what we could.
You are very well known for giving back and being part of the community. So tell us how it feels when you see the people drive through. They are in so much need right now. They just need a meal, some of them.
It's heartbreaking and it's exciting at the same time. I hope everyone who's listening right now, if you can come and get a meal and you need a meal, or if you know someone who needs a meal, this is a hot, fresh comfort meal, and we want to do whatever we can. And like I said, whatever we can do to the community, you know, I'll give to the very last end.
You were telling me about your business in particular. How has this pandemic affected you?
You know, I'm not going to lie. It's been very stressful. It's been very tough. You know, we had 623 employees in March 15th, and then we let everyone be furloughed. We brought 200 back in June, and now with everything closing again a few weeks ago, we have, I don't know the exact number, but it's 25 or 30 people, and that's it. Out of 600 plus, that's pretty devastating. That's sad. That's mad. And, you know, I just hope we can get this vaccine and get people back on track.
That is hard. Does it break your heart when you have to tell these?
Especially at Christmas time, right? Yeah, I mean, everyone always says it, and that's why we're in the business. It's for hospitality. I care about these guys so much. Oh, the hoods went down. And, you know, we do everything we can to help out our staff because they make me look good. And you saw some of these guys been with me 20 years, 6 years, 5 years, so it means a lot to me.
And how about putting them back to work today?
Oh, yeah.
They're getting paid to do this.
They're getting paid. They're excited. Some of them have given up the payment because they just want to come in and help, and that is just tremendous. Plus, we had a few people back at the restaurant who are helping out this morning getting it all ready to go. So,
tell us about the meal that you've created.
Oh, I'm super excited. I hope everybody comes down and grabs one of these things. So I was thinking it's going to be a little cooler today. It's actually warm compared to the last couple days. But this is like my comfort food is like Thai chicken. So we marinated this chicken. I showed you a picture overnight with lemongrass and spices and chilies. And we have mashed potatoes. We have fresh green beans being grilled, fresh bread from Aspen Bakery, and a Thai curry sauce with gravy. It's like, I could eat this stuff every day. It's so good.
The best.
So
of the best.
I'm giving you the best of the best. And again, Shamrock helped out, Aspen Bread helped out, and it's the best of the best. We're not just slopping something together, and we're cooking it fresh, as you can see right there.
And then to see those people come through with smiles.
Oh, I went and said hi to a few people already. You know, it takes a lot to go get a free meal, right? You're independent, you're proud. You know, you're maybe waving the white flag, or don't be too proud, you know. Come get a handout.
Yeah.
Everybody needs help, so.
How does that make you feel?
It's very, very proud. I wish my kids were here helping out. I should have brought them so they know the value of everything as well. So
Yeah.
I try to bring them as much as I can do. Grace helped me yesterday. My daughter, who's 11, helped me marinate all that chicken. And today would have been fun to bring them and have them help hand out the food as well.
Awesome. Well, thank you for what you do
Thank
and for
you so
talking
much.
to us.
Thanks, everybody.
Nice to meet you.
Thanks, Deborah.
You're welcome.
It's all part of running a restaurant, right?
And yeah, absolutely. And curveballs. That's what this industry is really about. It's just adapting as much as you can. On a regular dinner service, does anything ever go as planned?
Never.
Never goes as planned. Yeah.
No.
TV is the same way.
TV, right? Yeah.
So you are anchoring the news today at 4
I have
o'clock?
to go do the news on Channel 2 at 4. And then this story will air on Fox 31 at 5. And then also Channel 2 at 7.
Great. Okay,
So we do it all.
You can expect that. You'll be able to see the finished product here. But now, do you mind if I ask you a couple questions before you head
Oh,
out
sure.
the door?
You need this
Our
back?
community right now, and you can see it. We need the eyeballs on us. We need to show the narrative. We need to show, and I think people know about restaurants, but supporting restaurants. Do you get a lot of feedback from folks saying, what more can we do? Is there more that we can do? Highlighting this community right now, it's very much so needed.
Yeah, I think so many people want to do something to help, and it's just heartbreaking to see the frustration and you know, people out of work or, you know, not getting paid very much at all.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, we always try to encourage people to get takeout if they can, dine out when the weather is nice and you can brave the elements a little bit, and tip a lot.
Tip a lot.
Double the bill,
Yeah.
whatever.
Supporting local, and Fox 31's always been that local source for us. You guys really care about the community and local. But stories like this, I mean, I gave you a call, and it was a no-brainer for you. You're like, let's show up. We need to highlight this in the community, and we thank you so much for doing that.
Absolutely. Thank you for what you're doing. Oh, my goodness. Well, I have...
A little bit.
Yes.
If the chef gives you a little bit of chicken.
I know,
that's
but
right.
I
This
have...
is good stuff, Deborah. I'm sure
I have
people...
braces in.
Do you really?
My Invisalign.
She's going to hold that piece of chicken until she leaves. But it smells good, right?
No, I'm going to eat it. I'm going to eat it. Don't worry. No, but we love great stories, and I'm so glad that you let us know about this because, you know, we depend on the community to let us know what's going on. And just to highlight the good work and the community coming together and all of your sponsors that have made this possible and people donating money and time. And we need this kind of story in our newscast to let people know what's going on, and we so appreciate you.
Yeah, from the beginning, Brian, they've highlighted us. I know we went to Pizza Republica and showed George Eater and his business at the beginning of the pandemic of really what it looked like. Who'd have thought that here we are 9 months later, the attrition of the restaurants has just been terrible, right? I think
We just thought it was going to be a week more,
yeah.
2 weeks more, and now 9 months later.
Uh-huh.
And the restaurant industry is the hardest hit. I mean, it's just devastated the industry. And I'm just hopeful that our favorite restaurants can make it through and come back when this is all over.
They're going to be stronger than ever.
Yeah. Have you had any that are near and dear to you that you've lost?
I have not really. I've been very fortunate, and I've been doing takeout from our favorite places and trying to support them. But just to hear the stories, I know that every day, and I see the frustration all the time.
You're a dear friend of ours.
Thank you.
We can't
I'm
thank
proud
you
to
enough
be.
for what you do.
Thank you.
Okay.
I got to go eat my chicken now.
Looking forward to Deborah Takahara with us. Okay, Brian, here's our goal. We want to highlight as much of this as possible. I'll bet you there are people lining up to eat. Let's take a break. We'll come back. Jeffrey Nations is actually here with us. We've got a lot of chefs that we want to highlight. And then also in partnerships with Friends and Family. Friends and Family has helped us out. It's a 501c3. If you don't know about them and you're in the service industry, you're going to want to look on Friends and Family Facebook page, and there's a lot of information. So we're coming at you from Studio Kitchen, Colorado right now, and we're feeding the furloughed.
Feeding the furloughed. Fresh food. Huge effort from all the sponsors of the Modern Eater. We'll continue to thank them and really appreciate them for what they're giving back to the industry that's been given to them for so long.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be back. We've got some great people we want to highlight, and also we'll let you know our next meal is coming up on Friday, and that's Chef Rebecca Weissman from Logan Street. We're going to do a good local burger.
Oh, and she's such a great chef.
Okay, we'll be back in a flash. The Modern Eater Show continues.
Hey.
The chicken's good.
What's going on, everybody? This is Brother Luck from Lucky Dumpling, 4x Brother Luck in Colorado Springs, and I am rocking with the Modern Eater. You're watching them, you're tasting them, you're knowing everything there is to know about Colorado.
Hi, Charlie from Brews Beers here. Our new Belgian Abbey 4-pack is a mixed package of the 4 core beers made in Abbey and Trappist breweries in Belgium. So we have a single, a double, a triple, and a quadruple in one package. Now, quadruples are the emperors of Belgian monastery ales. They're dark in color, with a dense tan head and alcohol ranging from 8 to 12%, so they're pretty strong. Quadruples are very rich and complex with big maltiness, spice, and flavors of raisins, cherries, and plums. Alcohol is apparent in the mouthfeel, but not overwhelming, even at 10.5% ABV. So the finish is long, complex, and dry, and they're great beers anytime, by themselves or with hearty foods. Pick up your Abbey 4-pack at either Brews location, 67th and Pecos, or at Colfax in York, and at fine liquor stores throughout the Denver metro area. Take home some Belgian-style badassery today.
Welcome to Tommyknocker Brewery here in beautiful Idaho Springs. We brew normally twice a day. Currently brew about 18 different beers. And right here's our brew kettle, steam-fired brew kettle, and we generate our steam with natural gas. We get our natural gas from Encore Energy and Brian Rizzuto. I really like working with Brian because he explains how the system works of getting your natural gas. It's not a mystery. I actually understand our energy bill.
You're watching The Modern Eater, and now back to the show.
Welcome back to Studio Kitchen, Colorado, as we are feeding the furloughed today, Brian.
Oh.
It's a Wednesday, the 16th
What?
of December, and we've got to take matters into our own hands and take care of our own community, and that's what we're doing here. Before we jump back into the show, Chef Troy Guard's here with us. I want to tell you about Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions, another great family-owned and operated business. What does Jeff do? He makes sure your tap lines are perfectly tweaked, pouring delicious craft beer all over the state and beyond, right?
Yep.
If you need an add-a-line, water, wine, kombucha, nitro coffee, he can do it for you. He can also tweak your glycol. Make sure it's the perfect temperature. That's what you need to do. Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions. If you're pouring inefficient beer, what are you doing, boys?
You're pouring your money down the drain.
Don't pour your money down the drain. Use the best of the best. It's Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions, 720-272-3809. One more time.
Please.
720-272-3809. It's Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions. Okay, turn Chef Troy Guard's microphone on, if you would. Okay, he's here with us. Chef, how's it going?
What's up, boss? How you doing? All right?
I think things are going as planned. Are people showing up for food?
We saw a few people out there. I'm excited.
We need to take a look
They
at
better
that.
come back and get some of this great food, huh?
Absolutely. I want to bring in Jeffrey Nations from Aspen Baking Company as well. Got a delicious
Hi, guys.
roll in here. That looks
Those rolls,
familiar.
yeah, it's in the food. It's really good. I like the rolls too.
The food is just perfect
I heard the
and
chicken
delicious.
is the best.
Did you try it?
I'm going to.
You're going
Never
to?
said it's phenomenal, so it looks great.
Jeffrey,
And
could
the
you
curry-
smell the broth when they just poured it over this? I
Yeah.
can smell that chicken
I can-
broth
I can
so
smell it
good.
across the
Oh, my
room.
gosh.
Chef,
Thanks, boss.
Little delicata squash going in right now.
that's what I want to do. Chef,
help out.
Chef Guard,
Yes, sir.
talk about some of the folks that are around us right now. Obviously, when we put these things together, it's not just us, and it takes a team to put this together. Talk about your team that you have here with us today.
Well, I couldn't do it without great help, right? Behind every great person is a team.
Absolutely.
And, first of all, we have Chef Adam here. He's been with us 6 years. Chef Javier, 20 years. Chef Edgar, 5 years.
20 years? Wow,
Yep.
Chef.
20 years.
That's fantastic.
And then one of my friends and my neighbor who works at Johnson & Wales right here, Jorge De La Torre.
What's up, Jorge? I met
And
Jorge a little bit
he was
earlier.
listening to your show the other day, and he said, "Hey, put me to work. I wanna donate my time and energy." And he's been at the restaurant since 10 a.m. this morning.
Yeah. It's a dark time for all of us, right? I mean, here it is about a week, 8, 9 days before Christmas. Employees furloughed everywhere. Restaurants just devastated. What's our first inclination? Help each other,
Yep.
right? There's a little bit of, I don't know, just that spirit that I'm feeling right now. And it's so cool to be able to just
Smell
highlight
that.
this great community
Did you
food.
try
And-
that chicken yet?
Yeah, I tried that. Can we try it again? Where should I go? Right here?
Yep.
Oh my God. How did you prepare this chicken?
Holy moly!
Dip it in that sauce.
Oh, I don't even know
Oh,
Well, Brian.
oh, he's got a fork. Yeah.
What is the sauce that they're doing?
It's just a red curry sauce. Again, I wanted to make
Red
something
curry?
kind of a comfort dish. We got fresh, awesome grilled vegetables a la minute. We have the chicken that's been marinated for a day in Thai spices. We have the aspen bread that's great on its own, but we just lightly grilled it. And then the red curry sauce. And this chicken thigh is dynamite.
Let me get your
And
rag.
again, you
Incredible,
got to
yeah.
thank Shamrock for coming through as well. Put more chicken, bro.
People are afraid of thighs, right? Everyone just wants a chicken breast. What's that about?
You have enough for 9 ounces for each person, remember?
We're getting a
What's
little
that?
quality control here. I was saying
this
people,
this guy's the best.
the
I've-
thigh is so unappreciated, right? For a piece of cut of meat on a chicken. Everyone's
I mean,
always
come
using
on,
chicken
who doesn't
breast.
like
Why?
a nice piece of thigh, right?
Yeah.
Good legs.
Takes a sophisticated palate.
that's my chicken.
Well, there's just way more flavor in it, I think. Yeah. I mean, a little bit of the dark meat in there
When you talk.
Yeah,
gives you
for
more
sure.
flavor.
I don't
Yeah,
know,
these guys did a great job
Let's go
and
walk
amazing.
around the corner and see what we got here. See if anybody's coming and grabbing some food. This is what I love about being live. You never know what you're going to see. The hood turned off a little bit earlier.
Wasn't that nuts? Right in the middle of the
backed up.
broadcast, all of a sudden.
I got a hot mic, so don't
so what they
talk
do is
smack anybody.
they around here,
What?
drive through.
Yeah.
He can talk.
You want to get
Behind
in
the
front
scenes.
of?
I'm just looking at this process of how this is working out here. So
Yep.
Come Fifth and Decatur. Folks just drive through. They've already signed up in advance. Kevin waves them through. I think they're checked in right here at the door on Fifth and Decatur because there is a sign up for them. Grab yourself something to drink. We have great local sponsors. Okay, meet you on the other side here. And
What are we pouring here today, Greg?
I know.
Everybody,
I
what
have
do they get?
160 pieces at 9 ounces.
Little ginger beer.
Ginger beer. Thanks for stopping by. So as you can see, I mean, we're kind of set up for a drive-through here.
Yeah, we really are.
This is Kevin Galaba. And Kevin Galaba is instrumental with his friends and family group. Hand him the microphone style. Just go back and forth with him. Let's talk to Kevin. Hey, Kevin.
Hi.
Hi.
How's it going?
Good. We're streaming right now.
Happy Wednesday, everybody. This is the Friends and Family Meal. We are feeding the industry. Honored to be here at the Modern Eater, where we do everything hyper local. We got some local restaurant and bar employees coming by who are affected by the recent restrictions and closures, and we're feeding them. Got a nice hot meal made by Troy Guard. Some local. Loving what we're doing. It's a beautiful day to be feeding people. Really putting a pep in people's step. They love not only having.
You're no stranger to feeding folks. You did the initiative at Zeppelin Station during the first shutdown. I don't want to compare food, though, but is this food a little elevated, or is it?
Yeah, we're looking real good. I mean, this is smelling really, really good. I'm hoping there's one left over for me.
No,
looking
I'm
good.
Take it from you.
Okay. Okay.
Delicious.
good.
No, I mean, we partnered with some really, really good chefs. You know, we really kicked it up a notch with this one. You know, being with seeing the connections we had with the Modern Eater, and the connections we have with people like Troy Guard, Rebecca Weitzman from Logan Street. We got really, really good chefs in here. So it's not just a meal. It's a meal made by someone who's really prominent in the industry. So we kind of elevated it a little bit. It's not just like, here's a burger and fry. It's like, here's a burger and fry made by an excellent chef, and all the ingredients are from Colorado as well. So really, really kicked it up a notch for this meal. And really just honored to be serving the industry who has been serving this public for so long.
How many sign-ups did we have today?
We had 150 today.
Fantastic.
Took us a lot longer to get going. Now,
Give us an
there's
idea.
there's a person right now.
Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate. I'm Kevin from Friends and Family. It's nice to meet you.
Here comes some food.
Okay, I'll go for you.
So that's kind of really what it's like. You guys, they're coming through, and
Unbelievable.
the drive-through situation. Kevin comes in here, grabs a meal. She's got 2 meals coming to her, hands them. It's a touch-free type of thing. I think we're done being outside, Jay. Back in the kitchen here. And as you can see, this is about as fresh as you can get. Hand this microphone, put it right in front of Chef Adam Vero right now. Adam, you're no stranger to doing things like this, man. You're a community leader, executive chef of Garden Grace.
Have a wonderful day.
Always answers the phone when there's a call. But this is a good, worthy cause today. Why was it important for you to show up for this one?
Oh, I mean, I think it's really important for us to take care of our other hospitality people, This is what we do. This is our passion. We take care of people and make them happy. And, this is a good opportunity for you to take care of our people that do this on a regular basis for other people. So,
One of the unique things about
Thank you.
yeah, absolutely.
One of the unique things about this meal is that we're trying to not only feed people, but feed with local products.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. That's another favorite thing for us typically anyway. We always like to use as much local as possible. So,
Your guys at your friends at Shamrock really showed up for this meal today.
oh, yeah, they always do. So
Yeah. A shout out
they're
to
pretty much always there for a good cause whenever it needs to be. So,
this meal. How did you guys come to the conclusion of what you wanted to serve today?
it was Troy's idea. It's one of his favorite dishes. We do a variation of this at Tag. So, we've all kind of been making a piece of this dish for years now.
I was going to ask that, Chef Gart. Is this a meal that people will find on your menu? No. You can-
Well, the sauce is similar to, like Adam said, something at Tag. The lemongrass flavors are something similar at Tag. And, this is like bold flavors. Wow, punch you, right? Like, this is good stuff.
A lot of smiling faces as they drive through outside right now. I guess why not? It's a hot meal.
And they haven't even tasted it yet.
Well, but more than a hot meal, Greg. I got to tell you, delicata squash. Awesome mashed potatoes.
Yes.
You've got aspen baking bread in there. You've got a little bit of baby sweet broccoli, a little bit of green beans.
Were you able to use Strohauer Farms
The
potato?
curry is off the charts.
Oh, fantastic.
Cilantro?
Are you liking it?
Yeah, they're really, really like color, the consistency and size.
You got to hold that mic.
I think the color of them, the consistency of size, they're really, really beautiful. So,
It looks like she got you a yellow.
Yeah, we did half Yukon and half russet.
Nice.
It's so interesting. Now, Chef Guard, you're used to, you're going to have a deliciously prepared meal, and you like people to sit down and eat it while it's hot. It probably drives you crazy sending these out the door on a cold winter day. But I have a feeling
these heat up well too, though.
I have a feeling there's going to be a lot of people eating these in the car today, right away.
I've actually been taking their license plate numbers to follow at home.
To get the food.
Anything left over. Anything left over.
This is what it's all about, you guys, community, as I reflect on this past year and just seeing what's happening to you could have never guessed. Just no help. It's devastating. This time of year is, to be able to put people on the bench is tough, and it really struck me yesterday when we were visiting you 2 days ago on Monday, Chef Guard.
I need bread in here, guys.
This time last year, how many
bread
employees
in here,
did
guys.
you have, Chef Guard? 250
Can
employees?
you double check all the ones on the back?
600.
Yeah, 600.
And down to 25.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking.
Well, and what a lot of people don't recognize is how hard it is for an owner. And I've been in this position. Whereas a lot of these owners have just started like feeling good, and they're bringing people back, and it's the holidays and they're feeling good. And then to get that punch again, whereas right before the holidays, you're having to let people go. It's just as hard on the owner as it is on the person who's been let go in a different way. And people, sometimes don't know that. It's hard on owners.
Such an honor today having Fox 31 and Deborah Takahara. I mean, look at that. That's fantastic. Showing up for the community. And we want to feed you, too. If you're furloughed, you're kind of in the wait-and-see stance and looking to get back to work, right now we have a meal for you. It is a sign-up thing. In order to sign up, we have a link on themoderneater.com. It's Feed the Furloughed. Coming up on December 18th, it's a Friday. Chef Rebecca Weissman from Logan Street is going to come in and do a delicious burger.
Elevated burger.
And on Aspen Baking bread. What did she pick out for that?
I don't know what she picked out, but anything that I'm going to give her is going to be great. I promise.
I promise.
I promise. It's a brioche. It'll be a brioche.
Nice.
On the 23rd, George Eater's going to step in from Pizza Republica. He's going to put together, I think it's bolognese is what he's doing.
Really?
He did.
Yeah, focaccia.
He's got focaccia coming for that one, and also Rome Sausage is donating the sausage for that one. You use Rome Sausage as a partner.
I use Rome's. They're fantastic. In fact, my bread complements them so well that I'm so excited that we're going to be together again.
Because that goes into your lunchbox and your special program that you guys have on that. Their catering program.
Absolutely. Yes.
Yeah.
That is December 23rd. And then finally, rounding off the month, Jared Leonard from AJ's Pit Barbecue and the Bud Long Hot Chicken, but also opening a restaurant in Evergreen called Campfire. Jared Leonard stepped up to the plate and just really appreciate him on December 30th. So we've got 3 more besides today that we're going to do through the end of the month. But if the demand is there, we'll continue to keep going. I mean, and why not? Today is a great day, starting out with Chef Troy Guard. I don't know, is this going as planned, Chef?
We do this in our sleep, man.
That's right. A lot of community-type stuff that's going on throughout the years, Chef, stepping up to the community. What are some of the things that stand out to you in your mind that are some very worthwhile causes that you came through? He's got a mic inside of there. Some of the, I know you do Taste of Denver Broncos. You do all kinds of stuff.
We try to do, obviously, anything that has to do with kids, older folks, military, obviously, No Kid Hungry, food charities. I think those are really, really big to me. Whenever I'm with my kids and we're out at a quick casual restaurant, let's say Chipotle or something, and I see ambulance or fire engine or firefighters or police officers, we always buy their meals, and I make my kids go tell them thank you and stuff because they have to do that.
That is awesome.
Over at National Jewish Health, we help build the garden, and we help teach them how to harvest it and make recipes from the foods in the garden. So my kids were there as well for that. I would have brought them today, but they're on Zoom classes at this time doing some much needed school time, but normally I would have had him here too, helping out.
You've lived in communities all over the world. I mean, literally all over the world. So from Hawaii to California and San Diego to Pacific Rim.
Oh, yeah, everywhere.
Some of the communities that you've seen, I mean, literally they come together around food and the ingredients and kind of the terroir, the taste of that local place. Colorado's pretty special, though, right?
Yeah, I've been here 20 years now. 20 years. This is the longest I've lived anywhere. Usually it's been the longest was 7 years. This will be 175 right here. You know, each community is special and different in its own right, but Denver's pretty amazing. I feel lucky to live here. I feel lucky to have such great friends.
You also are developing a community of friends in Houston.
Oh, yeah.
Well.
We just opened a restaurant there, and they're open at 75%. God bless them. And we're able to make a little money there. Denver, not so much because, well, you know why, politics. So that's why we're closed down over here. But Texas, you're open.
Yes. Well, yeah.
How funny that is, right? There's no COVID in Texas, only in Colorado.
Hey, did you know DIA doesn't have
Yeah,
that
exactly.
either,
Let's not get me started there.
Nothing makes sense right now. I know. Well, hey, listen, I wanted to actually circle back around to that interview that we did on Monday. A lot of people reached out and said, we need more of this. We need to see more of the inside. And I thought it was just an honor to be able to walk around.
I'm glad people liked it. Sometimes it might be boring. I always like to kind of peek through the curtains and see what's behind there. So
yeah. So tonight on at 5 o'clock on
yeah,
Fox.
that's so awesome. You guys doing that?
Yeah. Do you mind? Yeah, I want to. Have you ever? We're live on the Modern Eater.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Jonathan, you work for Fox 31. You get to cover a lot of stories,
some
right?
Whiskey, bro.
To be in the field right now and to see these types of things, it's pretty darn cool because I'll tell you what, the chefs, there's a little excitement going on right now. To be able to highlight these chefs in the restaurant and the food, the dishes again, it's really, really special. Do you feel that today, being
Certainly,
here?
yeah. I mean, there's in the industry, just like in any market or station, we cover a lot of negative things, and this is one of the few positive things. So when I was told I was assigned to this, I was extremely excited to do so.
Yeah.
So this has really been nice to kind of watch a different industry that I don't get to see very often.
What do you look for when you're putting together a story? So when you're coming in here to dissect something like this, what are the shots that you want? What are you looking for out of your eye?
More than looking for anything, I'm listening for anything that makes noise. Because if I can get that natural sound, it's going to make a more immersive story, and I'm able to tell a story through a lens a little bit better. And then I'm looking for anything that I can get a nice tight shot on that doesn't show a lot and just shows what's making that sound.
So you like to create dimension, is what I'm hearing. Multiple dimensions.
Certainly.
To layer the stories.
Yeah, if I can shoot through anything or next to anything or, make a frame within a frame kind of situation, that's the gold.
What are some of the best shots? Wide or tight, or are they just all kind of they live on their own, they serve their own purpose?
I mean, a lot of photographers would say that the tight shots are what really tell a story, and that's certainly true. However, if when a wide shot can help establish a scene, so it's whatever the story needs is what's the best shot for that time.
Gotcha. Now you said you did a story with Chef Guard a couple of months ago.
Yeah, so when Larimore Square first opened up to close off traffic to let people eat on the setup on the street, he was one of the restaurants that we went to, and so I got to go back and kind of see what they did there.
Do you remember that interview? You do? So one of the things internally here is organization for us, organizing a story, right? Do you have like a cut sheet that you go through, and these are certain things that you know you want, you just fulfill that, or how does that work?
Yes. I mean, it's like a mental cut sheet where I know I want to have this shot, this shot, this shot, and when I'm shooting, sometimes I'll mark a shot by putting my hands entirely in front of the lens. And then when I look at all the clips, I say, oh, there's the shot of my hands. The one before is something interesting.
Gotcha.
There's a neat sound, or I got, just something interesting happening that I'm going to want to use.
Absolutely. So tonight at 5 o'clock, this will air. That's a quick turnaround time, honestly.
It is. I will say this is my 6th television station, and 2, 3, 4 stations back, I'd have maybe 20 minutes to put something together. So having like a full hour is a luxury. So I'm not complaining.
I love it. So what can we expect this to look like tonight on Fox as we kind of shop behind the scenes?
Hopefully, a lot of that natural sound that I talked about, hopefully that picked up well, and I can showcase that. But certainly just showcasing the work that went on behind the scenes to get all these things ready, and a few people receiving the meals, along with just a few interviews here and there.
I love what you do because truly, I mean, it's guys like you and you're so methodical. I can see how you operate in your mind, but that's the work that is the final product that really tells the story of the piece. The questions are good, those types of things, but it's really the visual and the audio that you hear that forms it for me. I look for those things.
Well,
what's a piece that you have done in the past that you're particularly proud of or maybe gotten an accolade for?
Let's see. This year, there's been a whole lot going on.
You just put him on the spot there, Greg.
I know. He's thinking about it. I bet she's got one.
Yeah, I mean, when the protests all first started, I was working with a reporter, and it was just a lot of chaos. But we said, you know what? Let's throw a piece together. And I've used a lot of those shots since, and it's been nice to have that. But additionally, there was a girl that was adopted, and they weren't able to go to the courthouse and do the big celebration there. So they had a parade come through, and they had live music. And that was one that I haven't forgotten yet. That was a really nice two-piece.
Oh, that's special.
Where was she adopted from?
I don't know.
Those are the type of stories I really like to see, the community heartfelt stories. Working with she's a pro, Deborah Takahara.
Oh, certainly.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, man, thanks for coming out here today and highlighting this little misfit community that we have. It's called service industry. It means the world to us. It really does. Fox 31 being here. I think what we need to do, Jay's saying take a break. We're going to take a break right here. I want to go see how it's going outside. We've got meals that are stacking up here. Your hard work today, I think you deserve a meal. You should take a meal with you. Okay, we'll break away from Studio Kitchen, Colorado. We want to highlight the chefs here. Look at this great work that they're doing, Jeffrey.
I love it.
I love it, too. Okay, we'll be back in a flash. Brian Freeman, Greg Hollenbach, Jeffrey Nation, Chef Troy Guard here with us today, and the entire cast and crew. We'll be back as we feed the furlough at Studio Kitchen, Colorado.
I love the laugh.
Like right now?
Yeah.
Hey, everybody, it's Kyle Mendenhall. I'm talking with my good friends from the Modern Eaters Show. Keep supporting them. There's a lot of good stuff happening.
We started Meridium Spirits because we love the way that spirits and cocktails can bring people together to socialize, to bond, to have conversations. Well, right now we've got some big conversations to have. Coop Vodka and Coop Gin are available at liquor stores across the metro area, but if you can't find us or would like to have us behind your bar or at your restaurant, send us an email, info@meridiumspirits.com. We know things are a little different these days, but think of us the next time you're planning a virtual happy hour or a socially distant picnic. And keep an eye on our social media, Coop by Meridium, for all the latest and greatest.
Hey guys, it's Caroline Glover. I'm the chef owner of Annette out at Stanley Marketplace. Citrus is about to be in its prime. I just want to thank everybody for showing so much support to small local restaurants in this really hard time. And you're watching the Modern Eater Show. I'm fine with that.
Hi, I'm Amber with Strohauer Farms, and I'm just here to remind you that the best potatoes are grown here in Colorado. Goodness elevated. Thanks for watching the Modern Eater Show.
Hey, Zach Ryder here, Colorado Mills Sunflower Products out of Lamar, Colorado. Your only local source, grown from a local crop to produce a local oil for local chefs. You can find it at Shamrock Foods, What Chefs Want, Seattle Fish Company. Let me try it one more time, then we'll see. Hey, restaurants, we're glad you're reopening. From Colorado Mills Sunflower Oil, we'll see you soon.
First, we partner with the best farmers in the world, and then we tell them, we will take it all. Process whole spices daily, blend custom spices to order, keep it fresh, safe, and flavorful, all so that you can get back to doing what you do best. So whether you're a restaurant, a food manufacturer, or an at-home cook, be sure to visit The Spice Guy at www.thespiceguyco.com.
Hey Modern Eater fans, I'm Don Trobo with the Annex by Ardent Mills, and I just wanted to give you a heads up about some of the great things we've got going on locally in the state. We're headquartered right here, and we're working with farmers in the San Luis Valley to bring you amazing Colorado quinoa. It's just like the South American stuff, but grown locally. We've got transitional wheat flour that's grown by farmers in Colorado and surrounding states who are in the process of turning their fields into organic. So we're taking that transitional wheat and turning it into flour, and now it's available for you to cook and bake with. And last but not least, we're now cleaning grain berries in Denver. So things like spelt or wheat berries or pearl barley, those are things that we're now doing right here locally and are available to you. Can't wait to share it with you.
Hi, I'm Jeff Nations from Aspen Baking Company. It's really important right now to support local. That's why I support the Modern Eater. Now, back to the show.
We are back at the Modern Eater, and we are feeding the furloughed here. Big deal. Join forces with a lot of great local sponsors, as well as Troy Guard and his team from Guard and Grace are in the kitchen here today, making these incredible meals. And one of the things that's highlighted in this meal that is super awesome is Aspen Baking Bread, and we are so lucky to have Jeffrey Nations here from Aspen Baking.
Hi, everyone. Thanks for having me. Aspen Baking Company. We provided the rolls for today's meal. The next upcoming events, we will provide brioche hamburger buns and brioche other buns. And then we're going to do the focaccia for Pizza Republica. So I've been around. I started the company 26 years ago, graduated from Metro State, not a baker, and I figured out how to be a baker, and this is what we do. And it's fantastic. All natural bread, all natural ingredients, no preservatives, no GMOs, and we'd love for you to eat more of our bread.
And a lot of people, I'll tell you what, Jared Leonard from Budlong, I came in there, and I can recognize your bag right away, wherever it is. I can recognize it. I saw that at a Budlong, and Jared Leonard's like, oh, yeah, this makes my Budlong chicken sandwiches taste delicious.
The little leaves
so
on the
when
front.
you see that, you know you're getting quality, local Colorado bread right here in Jeffrey Nation and Aspen Baking Company. You show up to the dance all the time, man. If we need you, here you are, and instrumental in keeping the heartbeat of the Modern Eater alive. It's you and Aspen Baking Company.
Well, and taking care of people that are having a hard time. We're all having a hard time. It's not that we're not having a hard time, but if we can help others out in a time of need, it'll come back to you. You give out, you'll get it back.
Have a hard time together.
Yeah.
Let's have a hard time together.
And I would say you guys do every kind of bread, but you do so much more because of your involvement. I mean, it was at the workplace, but now I think it's just feeding people. Yeah. And so you're doing a really great job, Jeffrey.
Absolutely. It's a really big deal because we're trying to take care of the people that are taking care of the sick people and helping everybody out.
So, all right, we're going to mobilize around here. Thanks again, Jeffrey Nation, Aspen Baking Company. Okay, this delicious meal, a lot of other great contributing ingredients. Shamrock Food Service has done a great job stepping up and helping us out, but also Strohauer Farms and the potatoes.
The potatoes.
Did you know one thing here that guess what Jorge and Chef Adam Vero have in common?
I know.
What?
I know. Johnson and Wales.
Johnson and Wales. Hey, Jorge. What's happening? Thanks for your time today.
My pleasure. My pleasure. My honor to help.
Let's talk a little bit.
All right.
It's an interesting thing in the business right now, but Johnson and Wales, what a campus that is, first of all. Give us the update of Johnson and Wales. Bring that microphone right up to you.
Sure. So we will be ending at the end of May. We've been here for 20 years. Just another, it's a decision that had to be made that, COVID didn't help.
Yeah.
When you don't have people, this culinary is not something you can teach online, and we're still doing it.
Mm-hmm.
But we had, if you don't have room and board, and you have to still keep up facilities of a beautiful 30-acre campus, it's
how long have you been
tough.
teaching?
I've been with Johnson Wales for 18 years.
18 years?
Yeah, on this campus.
That's really what you know now.
It's all I know. I mean, I did this, and my manicure got all messed up from
So
cooking
did mine.
again. Yeah.
So this business, it's one of these things to where right now it's hard to try and convince someone new to come into this family.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things to where you really don't have to go far outside of people that already work in the community to bring them back in, right? And that's kind of what we're looking at.
True,
for the next couple years.
You always, when you're cooking or you're thinking about doing it, you go, hey, look, people eat everywhere. They always eat. And so you always think you have a pretty safe job, but nobody has ever thought that this was going to happen.
No.
But people still need to eat. We need to figure out different ways. And that's where the people like, Troy and other resilient people are going to make it happen. I mean, we're going to find a new way, and that's the great thing about chefs and hospitality. They're scrappers.
A year ago, you couldn't find cooks for the kitchen.
Correct.
Now it's like, my goodness.
I couldn't put them out quick enough.
Yeah, and you've got executive chefs that are doing stuff that they haven't done in years.
Right.
And you're seeing folks just and I call it kind of trimming back the branches of the tree, getting the trunk nice and healthy again.
Yeah.
But advice to students, right? Or to folks that are out there and they're just getting going in culinary, because it will be back bigger and badder than ever, right?
Of course.
So what are the things as owner-operators, executive chefs that are getting really sharp and ready and trimming all the fat around them?
Right.
People need to get ready to go to be the best of the best to get back employed again. What's some advice that you would give to people to be ready?
This is what I told them for every time, not knowing this was going to happen. Always have a plan B. Always be learning as much. I mean, Troy, not only is he a great chef, but he's a great business person. And we know so many people in the business that don't know the ins and outs of business. And it doesn't matter how good the food is if you don't understand the P&L, understand what I call the unsexy parts of the restaurant. That's what's going to keep you to survive. So learn that stuff. Go to school and learn that. Get with somebody and learn. Stay after and be like, oh, how do you do this? How do you cost that? Why does this cost this? If you don't know that, I don't care how good the food is. If you don't, if you're selling a lobster roll for $1.99, you're not going to go out of business.
As these restaurants rebuild, it's going to be important than ever that you rebuild or hone in the skills that you already have, right? Those are going to be the people that are brought back immediately. What are some things out there right now that you're seeing that chefs that are sitting on the bench, front of the house, back of the house, should be doing in order to stay sharp right now?
Right. I mean, getting back in every once in a while is nice, but also learning about social media, learning this kind of stuff. I mean,
great advice.
People are very hesitant to do this. I'm 52. This is like the last thing I want to do, but I'm thinking, hey, I might have to teach classes online one day. I might have to do something that I didn't even know it wasn't here even 10 years, 5 years ago. It's changing. So start learning. And that's like any chef. Any chef or any person worth their mustard never stops learning. That's the thing that we say.
Keep that
The minute
passion.
you start learning, stop learning,
it's a game over, right?
Game over, man.
Game
Somebody
over.
hungrier and smarter than you will take over.
So you told me and pulled me aside and said you watch The Modern Eater sometimes.
I do.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
What kind of value do you get from watching what are you learning from us?
Well, I love that, how hyper-local you are,
Yes.
how kind you are. I mean, that's what we need people to understand, the great resources we have in our backyard. And that's why I love students come here. That's why people come back. They moved to Denver because it was a great lifestyle. Plus, there was an opportunity to be creative. And I don't know if it's cheap anymore, but, it's not. But it used to be somewhat affordable to kind of place your stake in the ground.
Why was it important for you to be here today?
Well, he's my buddy. And,
He's my buddy.
And, this is the first one I saw. I mean, it's not that I wouldn't go with others, but,
Sure.
He's a good friend of mine. He's my neighbor. I love his kids. And when I see this, and school let out about a week ago, and so I'm sitting at home, and I was like, oh, man, this sounds like a great opportunity. And I love doing this. I mean, this is great.
Now, do you know Chef Adam?
I do.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, you guys are alum, but I didn't know if you crossed.
I remembered him, yes.
Was he in school at the same time when you were teaching?
Yes.
Really?
So,
all right.
Yeah, so we were.
But
I
put
was
that
there.
microphone up down while he's working. Yeah, just like that.
What's up?
We're just talking about a little bit of school and the value of school. We're talking about really, and chefs, and the community knows you, right? But the folks that are on the bench right now, and you're seeing restaurant operators just narrow things down and try and get lean and mean. Same advice to chefs wanting to get back in the kitchen, to keep those skills sharp, to do those types of things. What's advice to somebody on the bench right now to when you're looking to hire people back, who you're going to be looking for?
I mean, obviously, keeping your skills fresh is the most important thing. But also, I think there needs to be a certain willingness to have a little compromise. I mean, there's the jobs that are out there right now aren't necessarily the jobs that were out there even 8-9 months ago, in January or February. There needs to be a certain level of being able to do everything, having a little bit more of a wider skill set. These guys were all extra valuable because we can realistically do everything.
Great
we
point.
also really never say no. So that's why we end up, we used to obviously see us all the time doing all these different outreach things because we always want to do, A, be a part of the community, but B, we always just want to keep going, keep doing things. So willingness to really step up and do whatever's necessary is a pretty important piece, I would say.
Absolute team player, right? I mean, more than ever. Been
washing a lot of dishes the past couple weeks, to be honest, but
the value right now, and here we are about 8 days, and anybody can jump in on this one. Mental health is a big thing, and I know time off and renownedly it's really odd, weird hours, especially front of the house, back of the house. We all know what the restaurant industry does. But stepping back into maybe a little bit of a normal life with business and service and that kind of thing, the mental health component, and what have we learned right now that we really want to say, okay, let's make sure that that's something that we don't forget about again?
So, I mean, for me, I obviously you and I talked about this the other day, but I took a good amount of time off this summer, and I did a lot of things that I kind of had been putting off for a while. I did some traveling. I went and saw some stuff I wanted to do. The other big piece of it was I kind of took a lot of time to figure out what I wanted out of my life and not just really out of the restaurant. And I think I've definitely found a lot more balance in work and my outside of work time. I've been trying to take care of myself a lot better. I've been trying to eat healthier. I've been trying to make an effort to not just work myself to the bone and then go out and party afterwards, which was kind of the way for a while for a lot of us. And, definitely gives us the time to really rethink things and figure out what the important things are for you.
How do you not lose sight of that? Because I know incrementally you get back into it, and then all of a sudden you're like, man, I'm right where I was.
Yeah, no, I've definitely had some days where I'm back like, man, I need a drink. But, it's just to be conscious of yourself and really make a commitment to it, to be honest. I've been really trying to go out of my way to eat healthy every day and make myself breakfast every morning. And, when I wake up every day and I do those things, it's really kind of keeps me in that mood for most of the day. And I've been really trying to remove the things from my life that are giving me anxiety or making me feel unhappy or, not comfortable. The things that push me back to those negative habits really are kind of the things I've been trying to avoid. So,
man,
he needs some muffins.
No, dude, I'm feeling skinny now. No carbs for me, bud.
It's business. It's a trip, man. What would you be doing if you weren't doing this?
Oh, I don't know. I have no idea. I've never even really thought about it. I did have a career before I started cooking professionally, and I really honestly I can't imagine doing anything else. I can't imagine sitting in an office every day. I do. There's obviously times where you think about it, but there's really not anything I would rather do than this. And since I've been back working the past few months, it's been really very fulfilling, and it feels a lot better to be back and doing the things that I love to do. So
yeah. Now, we don't know the aftermath of this, you guys. We haven't seen what the community response to this is. I'm sure it's great. I think people are probably enjoying these delicious meals. But as we sit here right now and kind of take that collective deep breath, it's the 16th of December. It's a Wednesday. We're all kind of just, I don't know, waiting everything out at this point. To be able to do this in the community right now, it's kind of that silver lining that feels good right now.
I agree. Yeah. I mean, I did a bit of an outreach program from March until the end of May with the Colorado Bartenders Guild, and it was really, as hard as it was, physically difficult to make as much food as we were making. We were doing 2,000 meals a week. It was really fulfilling to see all these industry people that didn't have jobs, didn't have a lot of money in their pocket, come in and pick food up and text us or message us afterwards and be like, wow, that was delicious. Thank you so much. And it was really, really nice to feel the appreciation from the people. And, we did it because we could. We had, it was an opportunity we had. Troy gave us his restaurant to use, and we had a lot of people giving us food to cook. So we did it because we could. And not a lot of the people could have done what we did. So.
Shout outs. Anybody out there you want to give a shout out to?
Oh, man. Obviously, I think the Bartenders Guild people did a really amazing job putting that program together. Amanda Velocio specifically, who's the president of the Bartenders Guild now. My partner in crime, Jeff Hickman, who did that with me as well. Obviously, Troy for letting us use his really beautiful restaurant all the time, even when we weren't working for him, and trusting us to use his Cadillac of a restaurant. Yeah.
Cadillac of a restaurant. Chef Gar, come on over here. Let's wrap this up together like the family that we are. Jorge, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Really great talking with you. Right. Okay, as we wrap up another event, seamless, obviously. You guys are pros, and this is how we do it. But it's more than just food. It's more than just a meal. This meal represents us as a community and the purveyors and the people who wanted to take part. It was important that you were here with us today. I know you're busier than all get out, and we spent Monday with you, too. Chef can't stop working. Look, he just can't stop working. What's next?
Well, I had a board meeting, investor meeting today to talk about the future. So we got plans to do that. Going down to Houston next week to check on the restaurants down there.
It's difficult to stay positive right now. It's difficult.
Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's Christmas time. People are texting me, emailing me, hey, what's going on? What's next? It's tough, right?
One day at a time.
There's no answer yet. Is it next week? Is it in 2 weeks? Is it in 1 month? That's all I need to know, and then we can all kind of get back on board. So that's the toughest part.
It's not just flipping a switch and you're on again?
Yeah.
No, they flip the switch on and they turn it off a week later.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's not
ridiculous. Yeah. It's not fair at all.
So, we just take it day by day. And again, running a restaurant is so much more than just what we did right here. It's, making sure we're still paying for rent. Full rent. Doesn't that blow your mind? Full rent,
salaried employees.
Yeah, still electricity's got to be paid for, even if it's on or not. Gas has got to be paid for, even if it's on or not. There's a bill. Comcast, phone lines. There's a lot that goes into this stuff. So, I want to get it back open, safe.
Yeah.
We want to obviously make money. We're not, why we have restaurants is to run a business and get as many people involved as possible. And I want to see these guys continue to grow their careers.
So, listen, this is the family. This is so. How do you support guys like this that show up for us? Well, he's got a Christmas meal. I'd encourage you to get it. I know I am with my mom. Prime rib is my jam.
Whatever you can do.
So what's your address? What's your address?
Oh, he did come over for the prime rib.
Yeah. Everyone's been. I'm not going to say everyone, but a lot of people have been really great. Calling me, hey, what can we do? Buying gift cards, buying meals. Like I told you on Monday, we try to pick one restaurant a week as a family to go to that we've never eaten before, and just try it out and give them an opportunity. So I think that's a lot too, because you can get into going to your favorite places or going to In-N-Out Burger and waiting 12 hours, like that blows my mind. And granted, I love In-N-Out Burger too, but I'm going to go to an independent restaurant right now
Guaranteed.
and give them my money more than I will In-N-Out right now.
It's for the local guys, keeping us afloat.
Guaranteed, guaranteed. So we talked about it Monday, but I'd like to do it again because I think people will be like, I didn't know that Garden Grace was going to do a Christmas. Did you know that they're doing a Christmas meal? You can order it online?
I'm actually probably going to go there now.
Is that going to be okay?
I did not know
Tell
that.
us what's on the menu, Chef.
Well, I think it's for 4 to 6 people. It's Berkshire pork loin, bone in. And also you can get a Snake River ham, which is awesome. You can get beef tenderloin, or you can get prime rib. So you can pick your different proteins. There's also a lot of side dishes you could get. You could get our famous gnocchi, great vegetables, pies, cakes, sauces, pretty much everything. If you don't want to do any of the cooking, we can do it all. If you just want to do a few things, you saw how much cornbread we were making.
Oh my God.
Pork belly we were making.
Yep. But you got to do it now, I think. I mean, you're going to sell these out, and you got to.
There's nothing wrong with making cornbread ahead of time, because what we're doing is we're making it, then we're drying it out to make stuffing. Pork belly, we cured it, we're cooking it, we're going to cut it, then we'll keep it in the fridge. It's not going to go bad. So,
Chef, is it a fixed price or is it an a la carte?
there is a fixed price. One is $200, and it serves 4 to 6 people, but it has like potatoes, cookies, stuffing, salad, protein. I mean, there's a whole lot. I mean, most people, I'd say 90% of the people that contacted us after Thanksgiving said, wow, we had so much left over. Can we get Christmas? So we didn't know if we were going to do Christmas or not, so we're doing a Christmas. We changed it a little bit. Or you can do a la carte. Like I said, if you're like, hey, I don't like to peel potatoes, cook potatoes, make them, just come and order potatoes. If you want a salad, you can do as much or as little as you want with us, which is, I think, cool.
Awesome.
Because sometimes I don't want to have the whole thing, right? I want to cook my own whatever.
That's right.
And so you can pick and choose what you want, and people love that.
Well, but at $200 for 4 to 6 people, $50 a person. I just told someone if I can go out to dinner and spend less than $125 just on myself, then I'm in a win situation.
Oh, you drink a lot of tequila, though.
Yeah.
You drink a lot.
Don't tell anyone.
Most of the people that did Thanksgiving are doing Christmas, and we sold out of Thanksgiving. So if you can, is Monday the deadline, or is tomorrow? Monday at noon.
High noon.
No more.
And grab a bottle of wine, too.
Oh, yeah, we do wine. You can buy wine at our cost. We just raise it a little bit, just pay for the boxes and everything. But great wine stuff. You can do 1 bottle, 3 bottles, champagne, whatever. It's going to be awesome.
But pay it forward. Shoot. I mean, you're like, how can I get 2, get 3?
Well, give it as a gift. This is the time of year to do this for someone special in your life.
I struggle with
Reach out
gift
to that
giving,
person you
too.
work with.
I struggle with trying to pick things out for people, right? But your wife, Nikki, she's put together some great bottled wine stuff.
Awesome.
Different tiers of that. So looking online, and I think that's probably the best resource, right?
Oh,
to
yeah.
go online.
Go online. It's all there. If you have any questions, like I've had literally, 5 different people say, hey, can I just do this? Or can I get one a little bit bigger, a little bit smaller? Come on, that's our business. We're in the hospitality. We gotta
don't do too much of
rock
that.
and roll, you know.
Don't do too much.
Right,
of it
exactly.
Changing up, because it's better to just do
Well,
that.
but in some way, there's a normalcy to that, isn't it? In some ways, it's not a
Look
bad
at these
thing
guys.
when people are giving you extra stuff to do because
you haven't been
want
in
to
a
work
kitchen
again.
lately.
Yeah.
I mean,
we're in the hospitality business. We love what we do. We miss interacting with people. That's our biggest thing. And as humans, right? We want to hug and we want to shake and we want to pat on the back and we want to
That's right, bump each other.
body bump or whatever
That's
you
right.
call it. So it sucks right now, you know.
Or as we do, goose each other.
And keep coming down here. We got lots of great food and we got lots of fun things ahead for 2021. And thanks for all the people that continue to support and do their part out there.
Well said. That's a note that we've got to end.
Christmas is a time of giving,
right?
Giving, not getting.
Yes.
And so,
Absolutely.
any time, and I'm sure you guys know this too, the more I've given, the more I've gotten back
Oh,
in
for
return.
sure.
And I'm like, I don't even need anything, but it just feels great that someone's going to donate or someone's going to buy or someone helps me with this.
That's right.
And I never even wanted anything in return. I love to do what I do, you know. So
And isn't having kids? That's when I think we
it's
learn
about
that
the
lesson.
kids, yeah.
Because
I didn't have kids till I was 38. You know, before that it was all about me. Now it's like, oh shit, I gotta set a good example now, right?
That's right.
Yeah, I got a 4 and 11.
See, you know, I got 11, 6, and 2.
I gotta find that PlayStation that's like
Yeah.
the golden ticket.
Yeah.
I got Jay Parker. That's
Yeah, is Jay Parker your kid?
That's my kid right there.
What are you gonna get him
He's a
for? A
good
Hot
one,
Wheels
too.
Gorilla
He
set
loves
or
co-
what?
He drinks coffee like it's going out of style.
okay.
you
He
know?
said he likes stuffed animals.
He does like
Yeah.
stuffed animals.
Actually, it's porcelain. Porcelain. He collects porcelain figurines.
Oh my God! would that be
If
true.
anyone wants to get Jay some crazy porcelain figurines, he's
That's
all
actually
in.
not a joke.
It's not a joke.
Hey, let's talk to these two fine young gentlemen
what's up,
over here.
guys?
Come
Come
here,
on in
Edgar
here.
and
Come on in
Javier.
here. Let's wrap this up together. But this is your squad right here, man. Look at the efficiency.
Oh man,
What's up,
Edgar,
dude?
tell me about yourself.
Say hello.
Well, I have a 5 years working
Come
with
over
Chef
here.
Troy, so he's the best part of my life. He's an amazing boss. So we make very good food. So
He has a beautiful family,
I
kids.
have a kid. I have married 15 years. So my kid, he have 3 years old. So
Married
I'm so
for
happy.
15 years.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yep.
How do you do that?
Oh,
He was in the military before.
yeah.
Wow.
So
Look at you, all around Renaissance man.
yeah. So honestly, I have a very good life.
How do you stay in such good shape working in the kitchen, man? Or you don't eat anything? or-
I wake up at 4 a.m. So
What's at 4 a.m.?
He goes hiking. He climbs mountains on his day off. I'm like, hey, let me see that video. Like, where are you? I
Yeah.
can't get a hold of you. He's like, oh, I'm on a 214ers today.
Oh
I'm
my
like,
God.
what?
Looking at you makes me want to take a nap.
I love Colorado. I love Colorado mountains. So it's the best.
Oh man! Hey, dude, thanks for being here
No,
today.
thanks so much for inviting me. Thanks so
And then
much.
Javier, this guy's got 3 kids. He's married.
Yeah, I worked for Troy like 20 years.
He
And
used to work for Kevin Taylor before me.
yeah, and so I love to cook, especially for like Troy. I learned a lot for Troy. And so like I say, I have my beautiful family, my wife, my 3 kids, and so that's
One of his kids works with us at Los Chingones now. Not
Yeah.
today, but used to before
How-
the pandemic.
How old?
17.
So
17
you've
years.
been working 20 years, 17.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
you know the family all the way through.
Exactly. Yeah. And you know, every year when we do the Super Bowl, except for this year, we do Taste of the NFL.
Uh-huh.
I think I've done it 11 years since Tag's
Wow.
been open. He's gone with me every year. So
Yeah,
he's
every
been to New York, Miami, Dallas, Arizona, New Orleans,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
He's been to like 10 cities with me.
Holy cow, man! What's one
Cooking for like how many people? For
5,000
Bring that
people.
microphone right up to you.
Oh, cooking for like
5,000
5,000
we're
people.
cooking for
Yeah.
at the NFL.
All right, tell us a secret about this guy.
Secret?
Tell
Oh,
us something. Tell us
he's
a
got a
good-
lot of secrets.
Give us a good memory. Give us a good memory.
A lot of secrets.
Working with
He's like very like very special chef. Like always make sure everything perfect, everything clean, and always like working hard. You know.
That's what you learned from him.
Yeah.
Yeah. What is it?
Everything's got to be in the same place.
Same
every time.
place. Yeah.
So if you're blind, like when you wake up at night, right? You got to go to the bathroom. You don't stub your toe,
Yeah.
hopefully,
Uh-huh.
because your body knows it. So if you walk on the line,
Muscle
you
memory.
know where the salt and pepper is,
Yeah.
the tongs, the steaks, the everything.
Yeah,
so.
I have to know your hands working like, oh, my salt is here, my oil is here, you know, and your job make it more easy. No.
Well, Chef Guard would hate me because I'm probably one of the most unorganized people in the world. How long would it take you to get me into shape with that?
Oh man,
To
one
where-
of these guys, this guy would get you into shape. Look at that.
In shape, it's well, no, that'll take a long
Yeah.
time. But in shape, as far as like to get that kitchen,
You have to
etiquette
want to do it. You
Yeah.
have to want to do it. Again, not everybody wants to do it, and we've all done this as a profession for a really, really long time. It's not the easiest, but it's the most fulfilling and gratifying. And we've all started making dollars, right?
Mhm.
And now we're all managers with great benefits and headaches and amazing people working under us that we're trying to mentor and teach so they can be the ones here someday, talking to people like you. So
if you ever wonder why people are successful, it's just not a happenstance. There's a reason. And
right?
It's assembling great people around you, having good people, products, and procedures. And that's really what you guys are acing right now. I don't know. I don't think we can do much more than that. We're feeding people. Thank you, Chef Guard.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chef
Thank
Adam.
you. Thank
you guys
you.
rock so much.
Thank you guys
Thanks
so
for
much.
your time today. Thank you so much.
You guys.
Another 20 years.
You guys, thank you.
Is
Thank
what
you.
I have to say.
Thank you. Good to see you guys.
All right, there they are, man. They came, they saw, they went. Let's wrap this
There
thing
they
up,
are,
Jay.
there they
We'll
go.
take a break.
Did you say
Let's take a break, Jay. Come back to Studio Kitchen, Colorado. We'll put a ribbon on it properly and do a little reset. We are feeding the furlough. Kind of a good day to come down here today, wasn't it, Jeff?
It's actually a great day to come down here.
Yeah, bring that microphone right up, too.
I was thinking about not coming down, but I realized what we were doing, and I feel so happy that we've fed so many people. It's great.
Yeah, please. Oh, my God. Let's
thank you,
take
guys.
a pause, come back. We'll put a ribbon on this thing, but just another great day of community. And sit here. I can't wait to see this news story on Fox 31 at 5 o'clock and then at 7 o'clock on Channel 2.
Yeah, nicely done,
Good
guys.
stuff.
Nicely
Okay,
done.
we'll be back to Studio Kitchen, Colorado in a flash. Chef Troy Gard leaves the building, and why not? Thanks for your hard work, Chef. We'll be back to Studio Kitchen, Colorado in just a minute.
Hey, you guys, Jay here with the Modern Eater Show. Thanks for watching. Don't forget about our YouTube and Instagram channels. A lot of killer content over there. Throw us a subscribe on YouTube. Throw us a follow on Instagram. And thank you for supporting TME. We couldn't do this without our amazing sponsors, so let's check them out right now.
Very proud to be part of the Modern Eater, and chefs, restaurant owners, any food service operators. I know right now that delivery and carry out is bigger than ever, and we got you covered. Cambro has a full line of delivery and carry out items. More economical options are expanded polypropylene or EPP, nice insulated container. The ProCard Ultra is really versatile. It's a great unit because you can actually store cold products down here, hot products up here. It's all 120. There's no refrigeration worries. It's all thermodynamics. Just let us know what your food service challenges are, what it is we can do to help you out, and there isn't anything that we can't do for you. So hope to see you over here at our facility in Park Hill soon, and stay safe out there.
Everybody, with several $1 million of hard assets here, insurance is very, very important to us. Ewing Levitt covers it all. Machinery, building, workman's comp. Ewing Levitt's got us covered from the floor to the ceiling, from our alley, even to the street. This divider, this press, my cooling conveyor, my oven. Ow, ow. Ewing Levitt covers our counter stacker and our employees too. If you need insurance, take it from Little Rich at Rockalitas. Call Ewing Levitt, they'll get you covered.
I go home, I strip down to my skivvies. All right, here we go. I got it. Hey everybody, Steve Gould from Golden Moon Distillery and Golden Moon Speakeasy. When I get my cocktails to go from Golden Moon Speakeasy, I go home, I kick back, and I watch The Modern Eater. Skivvies. Hey, I'm a Marine. It's skivvies, man.
All right, back to Studio Kitchen, Colorado with my friends and my family. And that's what it is, partnering with friends and family today. That's a Facebook group and a 501c3. And got to give a big shout out. He's outside right now fighting the cold. Kevin Galaba handing out these meals right now. So with Jeffrey Nation and Brian Freeman, and important to be here today. And we're glad that you're joining us, too. You guys, again, this isn't just food. This isn't just a meal. This meal represents us. It represents local. It represents our community. It represents guys like you who've been community leaders that pitch and say, you know what, you need bread. What do you need? I mean, that's just
when you have 175 people come to get because they can't provide it for themselves or they need it. I mean, that's huge. I mean, people go to get meals if they need them, and 175 came through.
Woo. right now.
It's so important, though. I mean, because the reality is that people don't understand. Lots are going without a meal every day.
Right.
Lots are going without any meal
all day long, and they can't prepare anything. And here you guys gave it to them, and they're so grateful. Everybody was so grateful.
We got more coming.
Yeah.
We're going to feed people through the end of the month. And the dates will be on themoderneater.com. Just look for Feed the Furloughed.
I think I can throw it at you. You ready? With a no look.
Really?
Right here.
On who the chefs are?
This Friday, we're bringing in Rebecca Weissman from our friends at Logan Street. Okay? Then we're going to go to next week. And the first chef we're going to bring in next week is going to be, gosh, man, this guy's pizza is so good. He hosted us all summer long, the Modern Eater Summer Dinner Series downtown at Pizza Republica. But we're going to be George Eater, and he's going to be doing Rome sausage
Bolognese.
and bolognese. That's going to be awesome.
This
And
is
we got more
Aspen-
bread.
He's going to get some focaccia
I think
from a guy I know at Aspen Baking Company.
And what a great,
Nice.
what
Yeah.
a great marriage that
And then the
is.
last one,
Yeah.
our good friend Jared Leonard from Bud Long
Yeah.
and AJ's Barbecue is going to be down.
Do we know what
whipping
he's
it up.
cooking?
I got to believe it's going to be protein. Pulled pork sandwiches.
Oh, and I think he's going to use some bread too.
That's
nice.
You probably
Who doesn't
should.
like bread,
Oh
man?
my God, I love the bread.
I love bread.
These meals represent us, you guys. This is a community, so it is a sign-up thing. Kevin Gallibott's doing a great job. You want to look at the Modern Eater Facebook page as well. We actually made a Facebook page, Feed the Furloughed. That's pretty easy. Just look that up, Feed the Furloughed. You've got a sign-up form, 175 meals, so get in on it quick, right? All you have to do is just give your name and I think where you worked, right? Which is sad in itself. And how many meals that you need, right? It's pretty much a... just
It's a no-brainer.
It's a gimme, and it's for you. And we do ask that you're affected by the shutdowns, and that your restaurant has furloughed you, and you just really come.
Well, just save
get
it for
one of
people
these
who need
meals.
it. You just ask if you need it,
You
come.
could help out a
No
neighbor
questions.
that needs it too. Like if they're on quarantine and you want to give them something, you could sign up and pick it up for them. And
I
drop,
think
drop
you
it off to
should.
them.
Yeah,
I really should.
That'd be a good gift.
Yeah, service industry folks. We got you. So, again, December 18th, Rebecca Weissman. December 23rd, George Eater. December 30th, Jared Leonard. Got to give a big shout-out to this gentleman over here. He worked so hard. Nothing ever goes right for him. Jay Parker.
Jay!
He's monitoring the show right now, and he just puts in endless hours. He cares about this community. He's a lifer. You've been doing this for a long time, Jay. Looking good, my boy. Jay Parker, literally could not do it without Jay Parker. Kevin Galliba, here he is. Come on over. This is a great time for you to wrap up today's. How's the turnout out there right now, Kevin?
It was really good. We're still just over an hour into it, so we got another 45 minutes of people showing up. We've had some really good people coming in waves. They're showing up 2s and 3s, sometimes 5 cars at a time.
I haven't heard any horns.
Don't need any. We got a guy out front waving people down to help them find the place, and he directs them right to me. And when they get to me, I give them a meal and a beverage, and they're on their way. Super quick, contactless, curbside pickup, really easy, really fun.
Response pretty good so far?
Absolutely. People loving it.
Okay. We are getting a little bit more organized, right? We're kind of just hit the ground running with this. I told you there's no better way to get ready than a deadline.
Yep.
We hit the deadline for today. We were actually going to start it this Friday. We thought we'll give it some more runway. Yeah. But this meal went off, I believe, without a hitch. Yeah. Great community. We're going to do the same thing. So this Friday, you can join us back here at Studio Kitchen, Colorado. We'll be streaming the show again. Chef Rebecca Weissman from Logan Street will be in here. We'll assemble the cast and crew again. We do have sign-up forms that you want to use, Kevin. We'll have that on themoderneater.com. Feed the Furloughed probably in about, 45 minutes, a half an hour. That's our next project. But the sign-up form can be found on Friends and Family Facebook group. It's a private group. You should be in it. You're a service industry.
I got to get on there right now.
Friends and Family is it's a nonprofit organization for the industry employees of Colorado. We have a Facebook group where a lot of cool events and volunteer opportunities and stuff like this are posted. So if you want to go to Friends and Family on Facebook, apply to join, and I'll approve your membership, and then you can learn about all these cool things happening in the community.
So sign up forms for the next.
And I think
3.
he needs to get back. I think people are out there. Thank you, Kevin.
Okay.
Thank you. Thank you.
That's Kevin Galliva, friends and family. You guys will be back here Friday. Maybe you'll stop by. I don't know. Wild card. You might be out of town. Who knows?
Wild
Jeffrey
card.
Nation might be
I'm here.
somewhere
I'm
doing
here.
stuff. Again, another great community leader. We love you all. For Brian Freeman and Jay Parker, myself, Greg Hollenbach, Jeffrey Nations. We'll see you Friday right back here at 2 p.m. as the Modern Eater Show continues.